Hi, I'm Todd Wente, and this is the Daily 180. 180 seconds of motivation and inspiration intended to help you take action and make progress in your life. This is episode 317 of the Daily 180, and today we're going to continue our series of G words. I'm going to talk about a word that I've been thinking about a little bit, and it may not seem like it belongs in a word talking about progress and success and making a difference in our lives, but honestly, I think it's probably one of the most critical ones. The word is gauge. A lot of times when we're talking about gauges, we are talking about things that we look at that give us an indication as to where things are at. Lately, I have been having tremendous difficulty with one of my gauges in my car. It has been the heat gauge, and it gets hot and it gets cold and it does all kinds of crazy things. In fact, over the last 6 months, I have been having so much trouble with the gauge in my car telling me that my car is running too hot, that it's running too cold, that it's not running correctly, that the heat is fluctuating all over the place, that I have spent literally hundreds of dollars now trying to get it to run correctly. And it continues to give me all kinds of indications that things are wrong. Now, it would be really easy for me to be angry at the gauge. But the reality is the gauge in this case, although it is alerting me to a problem, the gauge is my best friend. It's one of my best tools because it tells me when things are out of alignment. It tells me when things are not going the way that they should in my particular situation. And it gives me an opportunity then to take the action that is necessary to correct the imbalance. And like I said, I've spent hundreds of dollars trying to do it. And I'm still not done. I just thought that I'd fixed it just the other day, and again today as I was driving along, my car goes and a little bit too hot, and I'm struggling yet again. So what does this have to do with life, with making progress? There are other kinds of gauges that we can pay attention to in our worlds. Gauges that tell us whether or not things are truly in balance in our lives in different aspects. They're hard to define sometimes, and for each of us they're a little bit different, but they are meaningful and important for us to be aware of. Gauges that tell us when our relationships are perhaps not quite as strong as we need them to be. Gauges that tell us when we are out of alignment with what's going on at work or at home or with some of our significant relationships. Small indicators that tell us things are good, things are bad, things really need to be looked at. Each of us has a slightly different feel for what those gauges are, but they tell us where we need to put our time and our effort and our energy. And it can be really easy sometimes to mistake the notices, the small imbalances that the gauges draw our attention to. It can be easy to get angry because of those. But really what we need to do is be grateful so that we can take a little bit of action and correct the things that are a little bit out of balance. My hope for you over the next little while is that you'll take some time and be aware of the gauges in your life that are telling you, yes, things are good, maybe they need a little help, maybe they need a lot, and take whatever action is necessary, even if it costs you hundreds of dollars and lots of time. It's worth it. I hope this has been valuable for you. I hope this has given you something to think about. If it has, give us a thumbs up. We'd love to see some comments, or hey, subscribe and join us for the rest of the journey. Share this with as many people as you like. We'd love to do as much good as we can. In the meantime, this has been the Daily 180. My name is Todd Wente. Go forth and conquer. We'll see you next time.